What's up, guys? Pre-KVK events are finally here, and I'm going to show you how to get extra action points. Alright, guys, so the Eve of the Crusades is here. It's pre-KVK, and if you're like me here, you're going around by yourself or with some alliance buddies chasing these martyrs around. So today's video, I'm going to show you how we can find a little extra action points, which is not easy to come by in this game. So whether you're free to play or whale, extra action points always grabs my attention. And so here we are. We're just starting a session. This is from last night, and there's a couple things I wanted to point out as a bonus to this video that you may or may not have known. But when you're hunting in a group like this, coordination is so critical, and also for the efficiency of going around the map killing these things, because there's two things we're trying to accomplish. We want to be able to stay out as long as we can without having to refresh troops, walk all the way back to your castle, and two, just make sure everybody at least hits that martyr one time so everybody gets credit for it. So as you can see, what we're doing here is I'm tanking. I've got a tank unit with Lohar and a Richard, and just a great group of guys with me. We're all on the same page, and believe it or not, we didn't even do this over Discord voice or anything. But what we're going to do is I'm going to hit the martyr with my Lohar and Richard first. You can see here I'm selecting Lohar. Forgot to load up my action points. All these action points we've been saving for weeks and weeks in anticipation of this event. But anyway, so here we go. So I hit the martyr with my Lohar and Richard tank. And those two just, they don't die. You can't kill those two. Barbarians can't. It's there's so much healing going on between that combo. It's amazing. And you can see here the power bar of the martyrs going down in the red, and right below the green martyr sign is when everybody's going to jump in. And so what's happening here is the Lohar's taking the brunt of the damage, and our other troops are just jumping in last minute so that they can still get all the benefit of the satchel and the XP, but they take hardly any damage. And again, we're not on Discord voice or anything. We just, through practice, have figured out how to be efficient, and everybody knows just have one guy leading. They know to follow me. They know my Lohar is going to start the attack, and then they know to jump in, about when that energy bar, just falls below that green mask there that you see, the green indicator. And so you'll see here in just a second, everybody's going to jump in right about now. And sometimes they look for my troops too, but as you can see, that's just a good way to keep your troops' health up as long as possible. As you know, we look up and hour, 2 hours, 3 hours later, you could be 40-50 minute march away from your castle at least. You could be a ways away. You don't even realize how far you're going. And so the last thing you want to do is have your troop health low and have to march all the way back. And so another quick bonus tip here, as we get into the action points and how we kind of figured out a way to get about 600 extra action points in a game. Here I'm checking, you can see my health bar, and I've got a full health bar, pretty much a full health bar out of 1100. And so I'm going to take my Lohar real quick and just show you guys. I've got a couple rallies that I've sent one troop to, 8-hour rallies. And so did that last night before I went to bed. Knew I was going to be offline for a good amount of time. So I sent 2 troops to those rallies, spent the 300 action points to do that, and then now I wake up, and here I go. So you can do this with multiple marches. I'm just doing this with one real quick to show y'all. But so I'm going to use my Lohar. I'm going to use these action points. I'm going to kill these martyrs real quick and speed this up. And the idea behind this is I'm going to use these action points. You can see here my action points went down. And if I didn't do anything different, I'd have about 14 minutes for this action bar to recover to full. And we don't want to use potions and go above our action bar right now, because if we go above that 1100, then we're not recouping any action points. It's going to stay at whatever it is until I use them, until it goes below the 1100 before the game starts renewing that again. And so I actually get a little bonus here because 2 of them got mixed up side by side. So this AoE, I think I got a 2 for 1. Yep, I got a 2 for 1 here. That's another thing you can do for efficiency, is if you're out and you see them kind of hurry up and attack that with your AoE, because then you only use 1 action point. With if you're using a peacekeeper, I think it's 30 action points to attack these things. Well, here I got 2 for the price of 1 because of the AoE. But anyways, but like I was saying, it's not going to refill your bar. And so what happened is, before I went to bed, I started a rally. My friend started a rally, put 1 troop in there, used 300 action points, and as I was sleeping, that action bar filled back up, like I showed you at the beginning when we started this session. You saw that my action points were filled. Now I'm out using my action points. So there you go. I've got 30 down. I'm going to try to find some more quick barbs here, and here's one. And in case you didn't know, if you notice, see, my troops weren't on the screen. And so here's a really cool way to control your troops. If you're like me at the beginning of the game, struggling, I would search for martyrs, or I'd search for a shrine, go back to my troops and kind of try to remember where it was, and then I click and drag, and I'm holding it, and I'm shuffling through the screen, and I'm hoping I can find or land near that shrine. Sometimes it clicks off and then my troops are being sent to the middle of nowhere. But if you noticed here, what I did is checking my rallies real quick. So you can see I've got 30 minutes and 23 minutes left on these rallies. and what I want to do is I want to make sure I use this AP up before those rallies cancel and send that troop back, and then I get a refund of those AP points. And so that's the trick there, is once I use this AP, because those rallies are still mobilizing, I can use 300 AP, cancel those rallies, and you'll see it'll refill my bar up again. So essentially what I'm doing at night is I'm able to have 600. If you coordinate this with 4 other people, you can essentially have 600 extra storage AP points. But back to what I was saying before. So what I'm doing here, instead of clicking and dragging, I just scroll to my screen. I scroll to these barbs where I want to go. I can't see my troops or clear back at wherever they were. And then, like here, I'm looking for these martyrs. Okay, here's some. I don't see my troops, but I'm just hitting the screen. I'm hitting my Lohar picture, or I'm double tapping Lohar right here on the right, selecting all my troops, and then I can just click and drag right from their pictures to where I want to go. So that's what I did there. I just click and drag from the picture itself on the right hand side. There's no need to go back to your troops. There's no need to try to click and drag through the screen and through the map, hoping you end up in the right place. That's a really, really cool tip, and one of those things that you wish you knew. I don't know if that was like an update, maybe in the latest patch, or just nobody told me. I actually figured that out by mistake one time, doing our Lost Temple Guardians, and our kingdom is just we're so united, and we have set times for our Lost Temple Guardians, and yeah, there's a lot of people, and it can make it difficult. It can especially make it difficult if you try to do it like I did before I knew this about dragging right from the right hand side of the screen, dragging from their picture, because there's so many people. A lot of times you can't click on your troops. You keep clicking an enemy's troop, or you click the Guardian itself. You can't select all your troops, so maybe one of your troops misses out on that XP. But if you double tap on the right hand side, anybody that's on the map that's not in a structure or in a node, it will select them, knowing that it's a march in the open field. And if you double tap it, again, it's going to select all of those in the open field, and then you can just scroll over to where you want to go, and then scoot that, just click and drag from the picture over. So much easier. And so I've kind of sped this up. I'm just trying to hurry up, and I should have probably brought multiple marches, but wasn't thinking. I was just in a hurry to make this for you guys today, but so I just brought one march. But so I'm trying to kill these, use some XP. Lohar is doing some work there in double speed. So he's gonna kill this. I'm gonna jump over. There you go. See, I didn't go back to my troops. You see my troops aren't even in the page. I'm just scrolling right from that Lohar picture. You can do it individually. Like I just sent Lohar to the right side. I just sent those other ones to the other side. Bam, he's here, and you can see how much XP I've used. So, one more hit here, and we've used down over 150 XP from seeing that full bar. So I'm gonna go in here, see who's online. I wanted to check and see if JJ was online, who launched that other rally. But you can see here, our alliance is on the same page. We're not running rallies during martyrs, wasting XP. What we're doing is, see, there's 6 troops, there's 4 troops. Everybody's running a rally just to store that extra XP for everybody. Like I said, you get ideally what you want to do, and there you go. See, you'll see the action points have been refunded. I checked my bar. I've killed 5, 6, maybe 7 martyrs. Use the AP for that. Cancel my rally from last night, and boom, I've got a full bar of AP. So there you go, guys. That's how you can store up 600 extra AP when you're going to be offline. Grab like 4 buddies. Make sure your castles are close so that you're not sending your march to a rally 20 minutes away, and then when you cancel, you have to wait for that march to come 20 minutes to you. Get 4 or 5 guys close in vicinity. You all start a rally before you go to bed. Send your troop. Go out. Use the XP with however many rallies you've got. If it's 1, use 150 XP. If it's 2, use 300. If you've got 4 rallies, take 1 troop. You should have 1 march left. Go use 400 AP, and then go ahead and cancel those rallies, and you'll have the full bar. Let's go get them. Have fun this pre-KVK, and until next time.